Craig, the goalless draw with Tadcaster.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the performance?
Well, I think they played really well. I think we played. You know, I asked for a reaction from last week, and they've done that. I think we created God knows how many chances there. On another day, you know, that's 4 or 5, but unfortunately it won't. We didn't take his chances, and you know, we come away with a point rather than 3. But I can't fault the lads today whatsoever. The commitment, the performance, endeavour, everything that we asked for them, they did. We just, you know, unfortunately didn't put the ball in the back of the net.
What do you think contributed just to not being able to put the ball in the back of the net?
I think we started a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. I thought we started. It looked like we had the world on the shoulders, you know, as players, and really they haven't now. You've got, you know, well, after today it's six cup finals really to get into. You know, we're a slim hope of getting into the playoffs. So I thought we looked a little bit nervous. I thought that, but once the game settled down, you could see that we're passing the ball quick through the lines and getting the balls in the right areas. So, you know, apart from being clinical in the 6-yard box, then I can't really put a fault on the performance today.
Obviously, their keeper made a couple of great saves there, but so did your goalkeeper, Seb. What were your thoughts on his performance, especially first half to the end?
I think when you look at it, I think he obviously Seb pulled the worldie off in, I don't know, 30th minute, but that's the only shot that they've had. He's not, apart from playing it out from the back and being a sweeper keeper, he's had nothing else to do. Whereas their goalie, you know, he's got one down in the bottom corner at the left hand side. I don't know how he saved the header that he's got the right hand save to, and you know, he must have paid off 4. You know, he must have made 4 or 5 absolute wilders at the end, and he's by far the man at match in this game. But look, that's football in it sometimes. You know, we've played games this season, probably one more recently, really, where we've, you know, haven't played well, created no chances, and come away and win. Whereas today, completely opposite side of the game. You know, full control, played well, took the game to him, and should have come away with 3 points. Unfortunately, the performance didn't match the winning result, really.
So, Jack, Luke Hall's made 2 90-minute appearances after 2 cameos or so off the bench. How pleased are you with his progress so far? Yeah,
I'm pleased. I think we've got a good group of young players at the meantime. I think, you know, in there, if you look at the ages through the side, it's in a good healthy position really. They probably just need, you know, a few, you know, a few more wise, you know, schooled players really, just to help them along the way. And Luke's one of those players that needs that little bit of help, and you know, he's a project, which we saw him a project when we've seen him, you know, seen him play, and gradually we didn't want to just bring him in and throw him in there and say, right, you know, all the expectations on you, because he's got no expectations. We all know the quality he's got and the ability he's got, and he will go, there's no doubt he'll go play, you know, a lot higher and do well for himself. But at the minute in time, he's a project for us over the next 18 months, and I've been pleased with his last 2 performances. So, you know, some games he'll play, some games he'll not, just because of certain situations. But at the minute in time, you saw today, if you get the ball to him at his feet, he can go left, he can go right. He's got a low sense of gravity, and we can, you know, improve, you know, himself in more the making the right decisions in the final third. You know, his final bit of quality, then he's going to be some other player. But you know, it's not just Luke. You've got Vaughan, you've got Alex, you've got Aaron. You look at, you know, that's just 4 young lads there alone that's got bags of ability that can hurt teams.
After conceding 9 goals in the last 3 games, how pleasing was it to get a clean sheet?
Yeah, I don't think we looked in trouble at all today. I said, apart from the save that Seb made, apart from that, I thought we looked in full control, and I'm pleased with a clean sheet. I'm glad they've got it. I'm glad for them in a way, because you know, they've took some stick off me a little bit. The keeper and the back 4. You know, it's not often I would criticise them, but I've gone heavy on them over the last couple of weeks, and I think we know at the back haven't been good enough. But today I felt they've been in full control, done the jobs I've asked, done everything we asked in the training that we worked on this week. So I'm pleased for him to get the clean sheet. Unfortunately, on the top end of the pitch, we just couldn't get the goal that we needed.
We travelled to Liversedge on Tuesday night. What's your initial thoughts going into that one?
Well, it's a game where we've got no pressure. It's a kind of like a. I'd like to say free hit, but it ain't a free hit, because you know, we're in desperate need of the points, but so are they. You know, they're in a fight up there in the top 2, and we're in a fight to try and sneak into a playoff position. So it's another game. we're going to have to work out a way that we go to them. We've certainly got our heads around how we think we're going to play. We're going to mix it up a little bit different to where we've done today. So, hopefully, we can try and go there and get something. The lads in there are more than capable. There's some good players in that changing room and good lads as well at the same time. So we're going there, in a positive manner, trying to get 3 points. And let's go and express ourselves. Let's go and have a shootout with them, and let's see what the end result is.
And finally, obviously today marks your 50th competitive game in charge. Probably came a little later than you thought you would have when you first took it charge because of the pandemic. But how did it feel to hit 50 appearances?
Yeah, I'm proud to manage this club. I really am. There's some great people in this club, and I feel I'm privileged to be here. Really, so I think the number for me is just a number, and I hope I can make that into triple figures and be here for a long time, as much as the club want me here, and I hope I can bring success. I know I will bring success here over a period of time. It's not been an easy year. This year really kind of my first year really involved really at this club, from a full season perspective. So it's a learning curve, but it's something I'm proud to get up to 50, managing the club for 50 times, and may this continue, because like I said, the fans are great here, the facility is unbelievable. It's a great club. It's a club that's going, one way with unbelievable owner, chairman behind the scenes, the volunteers, the committees, everything that's in place to proper build a football club. And I'm proud to be here and delighted really to get 50 games now underneath my belt, shall I say.
Obviously, the playoffs, as you mentioned, we've got a small hope, even though it's still mathematically possible. Yeah. We've got to go until the very end. Cup final on the horizon as well. What are you hoping over these next 50 games?
I think this is a club that deserves to be operating and should be operating at a high level. There's no doubt in that. And I think first and foremost I need to concentrate and finish this season off the best we possibly can. And my hope is to get this club into the playoffs every game. We're not scared of anyone. We can give anyone a good game in this league and various things. And then we're going to see where that takes us. Then we're into the cup final, and and I want to try and bring my job is to bring silverware to the club, and I need to ensure that we do that this year in the cup final, which is not going to be an easy game, and then reassess and outline next season to whatever that may be. And like I said, I'm looking forward to the plans are already in motion, working very closely with the chairman to ensure that's on the horizon. And like I said, there's a lot of positive things happening around the club, and I'll never hear any negative said about the club. I said when I first came here, one of my first things I said that I'd manage this club as a fan, and trust me on this. Anyone that knows me, closely enough, I am one of the fans here now, on this side of things, and I'm fighting hard to ensure that the good times come back to this club and we can get this club back up to where it belongs, and that is in the national level.